Hey guys, welcome to episode 21 of my What's Your Story series. I am going to tell you guys that this is a little bit different for me because I actually reached out to someone to get a story. It's about what we're all dealing with right now, and that is just this very odd period of time in our lives that I know that we will look back on and think about how crazy this all is. And it's the COVID-19 outbreak. I have friends that live overseas. One of them is a girl named Francesca. Francesca is a really huge Avril Lavigne fan, just like I am, and so I've met her at events of Avril's. I want to tell her story because I think it might be eye-opening for everybody watching this. I have a feeling that some of you might be like, wow. I think what I'm trying to do right now, and I know that I can speak for a lot of you, is just to remain positive and to not freak out. I just want to really say that we are all in this together. This is a fight that we are going to be making together for probably a long time. This body painting that I'm going to make is going to make a strong statement. I don't want it to be super depressing. I don't want it to be about fear. Francesca writes to me, I hope you're keeping yourself safe. The situation in Italy is not looking good, getting worse and worse. It all started at the end of February with the first cases and the first restrictions were applied. Schools, gyms, public events, etc. were shut down. At the beginning, we all thought it was just a flu and we underestimated the power of this shit. We kept going out, seeing friends and acting normal, and the virus kept spreading and led to our current situation. I live in the most affected city in Italy, Bergamo, and there's no hour without ambulance emergency runs. It's almost like living in a nightmare. The sound of ambulances outside is like a constant reminder that people out there are dying. Hospitals are collapsing because there's not enough beds and breathing intubations for all these patients. Just yesterday we hit 793 deaths in one day. They're currently choosing who to save and who to leave behind. A close friend of mine lost his dad yesterday. He was only 57. Today, two friends of mine lost their respective grandparents, and another friend lost her uncle. And there's much more I could say. All I'm doing these days is sending condolence messages and flowers and praying this shit is going to stay far away from me, but mostly my family. We are locked inside the house and can only leave to go to the supermarket and go to the pharmacy. Everything else has been shut down since 2 weeks, and we are not allowed to leave the house, not even for a walk or something. And if we break the rules, cops out there can give you super high fines and send you to jail. The most tragic part of all of this is that people who lost a family member due to COVID-19 are not even allowed to see them one last time, or to walk to the graveyard because they're considered infected. On top of that, all funerals are also suspended. The last thing that she writes is, I hope that whatever the situation is over there, you and your loved ones are taking this shit seriously. Avoid public contact, avoid seeing your parents or your grandparents if you love them. And if you leave the house, do it only because you have to. Wear a mask and gloves and wash your hands constantly. This is a really, really horrible thing that we're all experiencing. And I mean, the economy is crashing, people are losing their jobs, are getting laid off, There's so many things that we're all dealing with, and it is in one way negative. But in another way, I think that this tragedy will unify us as a world. And that's why the statement is, we are one. So the words we are one are strung together by a heart monitor. Normally it's country against country. We're at war with each other. We're, fighting over land or fighting over resources, or we're, being divided by our beliefs. But we're not divided right now. I think that all of us are in the same position. We all have fears. We all have hopes. We all have dreams. We all, are just looking for fulfillment in our own lives. I think that by sharing Francesca's story, I just wanted to make a statement about how, we really are together in this. I know that we have this. We've got this. We're going to beat this. We, as a world, are going to squash this. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, hearing me out, hearing Francesca out. With the negative, there can be a positive that comes out of this as well. Thank you again for watching. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the next episode.